Are you struggling to go days and days without fapping? A full month without fapping? You may like this one thing that I'm going to tell in this video, and that is essential in your recovery, and this could really make the difference in yours. But before talking about all of that, who am I? My name is Wesley, and my mission is to help prevent 1,000 men from getting to suicidal thoughts because of porn addiction. Literally killing themselves because of porn addiction. These are my type of videos, and if that interests you, make sure you subscribe. Also, we are in a war against the porn companies, and I'm trying to shut them down. In order for me to win that war, I have to free everyone from porn addiction. And you may be on a porn addiction right now. If that's your case, you might actually want to stick along my side and become one of the soldiers that I need to win this war. And in the same moment, I'll actually free you from this porn addiction. So we are both winners, right? So if you're interested by that, you might actually want to subscribe and like the content. Have you ever found yourself in this situation? You're seeing a beautiful girl in your sight. She's in your sight of view for whatever reason, right? You're going to the supermarket, you're going to the gym, you're going to school, she's in your class. You have this beautiful girl, exactly your type, exactly the hair color that you're looking for, the body type, everything, right? She's the girl of your dream. But what happened? You don't even approach her, right? You think that she's way above your league, that she's way out of your league, and then there's no point in you actually approaching her. You may think of approaching her, but when the opportunity comes, you just stay there laying around, and now you're too scared of approaching her. That's because of your low self-confidence. You're not used to actually approach girls because you don't even have trust in your own self. You don't have confidence. And that's all coming because of your porn addiction. The fact that you're fapping your day every day to porn, to naked girl, naked pixels of women you see online, that's lowering your self-confidence to a point where you can't even approach other people. I was talking about girls, but this is also applied to boys, right? You're a boy and you can't even approach other people to make friends with them. You go on the street, you meet someone random because you don't know him, and you can't even address him the talk, right? You can't even talk to him even if you don't know him, right? You might learn his story, might hear something that will change your life, but you're too scared to approach people. And you convince yourself into telling yourself, oh, I don't really want to approach them, so that's why I'm not actually approaching them. But now in this situation, what happened? You wanted to approach her, right? Are you going to wait up until you see that beautiful girl before actually taking things seriously? Or are you this type, this genius type, important, intelligent type that will take care of the problem before the opportunity arrives, so that if the opportunity arrives, when the girl is going to get there, you're going to see her because you're going to see her in your life. You just don't know when. You are going to be prepared because you finally got rid of this porn addiction for good, and now you're actually already prepared, having all the self-confidence, the masculinity to actually make her by your side. If you actually want that, you might be interested by the first thing down in the description. It will make you into that type of guy, finally free from this porn addiction. So if that interests you, you know what to do. And on that, I'll continue directly with the video and the essential points in your recovery. What I hear a lot of time is that people have anxiety throughout the day. They have anxiety because they don't know what will happen in the future, and they're always thinking about their future. The solution to that is to make a routine. Making a routine removes all of that anxiety that comes from your future. But the routine doesn't just serve that, right? It has many more problems that it solves. And for example, decisions fatigue, right? Throughout the day, you have many decisions to take. And when you have already a plan made throughout your journey, a routine to keep, this decision fatigue, there is none, because you don't have to keep on making decisions. Oh, what am I going to eat later? Oh, what am I going to do at 8? What am I going to do at 4? Like, all of these are directly answered because you have a routine. You know what you have to do, right? So when you know what you have to do, you don't have to think about, oh, what do I want to wear today, things like that. It's already all planned. It's all structured up, so you already know what there is to come. It also provides stability, right? And helps you manage your time effectively. If you know that you put a 1 hour block to finish your homework and it's been 40 minutes already and you don't even started your homework, you know that you have 20 minutes left to finish your homework. There's a lot of chance that you're actually going to start your homework and finish it in these 20 minutes. And when you know that you have a full 1 hour to do something, you do that thing in the full 1 hour, right? Because you want to actually fit in your schedule. And this helps you manage your time effectively because there is no time for distractions. If you know that it takes you 1 hour to do this and you start it 1 hour before another thing, you know that directly when you finish this, you have something up. And you keep on stacking good habits and good things to do in your life, tasks that you have to accomplish. By doing that, there is no time for distractions. So you're not distracted, and when you're not distracted, what happens? You're fully focused on your work, fully concentrated. You have this momentum that is building up, and you can do more and more work faster and more effectively. Now, you may know normal routines, but I want to specify them for recovery. What do you need for recovery? You need in your routine things to help your physical and mental health and your well-being overall. These are really important because in your recovery you will have to manage stress and you will have to manage still your life, right? And a lot more things also because you're trying to stop an addiction that you've had for a long time. So it will be hard and you will need to make a lot of effort. But if you have a routine that helps you in this journey, this will make all and everything way easier. It englobes so much thing that I can't really mention everything, right? You wouldn't see me make a full 20 minutes video of just me listing stuff to add in your routine, right? But I can list you just a bit. For example, wake up exercises, right? The moment you wake up, you do little exercises, little stretch, things like that for your well-being. You have for your mental health, the way you're eating is really important, right? You have to eat healthy. Do not eat restaurants every day and highly processed foods. This impacts your brain a lot, and because it impacts your brain, it impacts your body also. Your mental health have a direct impact on your physical health. So if you damage your mental health, it will have good impact, well, bad technically, bad impact on your life and on your physical being. Also, making personal reflection, such as maybe journaling or taking time to actually think about yourself, think about your life while you're meditating, right? These are two self-reflection habits that are really good. And finally, self-care, taking care of yourself, making yourself look good, actually maybe shaving yourself, taking care of your haircut, or just being a good person in general, taking care of yourself. These are all important things that you have to implement in your routine. And you're not obligated to put all of them like in the morning, but you should at least put them throughout the day so that you have moments to actually accomplish them. And it's important to do this every day, right? The constancy in routine is really important. It's okay to say to yourself, hey, I'm going to go to the gym, for example, every day at 8, but you have to actually go every day at 8, right? Don't just say you're going to do that and start skipping days. And if you skip just one day, it's okay. Like once in a lifetime thing, right? You can skip some days, but do not start to skip one day every week, right? And do not start to skip, sometimes I'll skip 2 days and things like that, right? It's only one day, only in emergency moments. If you don't have this emergency moment, don't start skipping randomly days, right? Keep going to the gym. It's important for your life, and you may not be able to actually see, okay, that's coming from the gym, but I can assure you that trying different good habits in your life altogether will make your life way better than if you were not doing them. Every day, for myself, I'm someone who is really self-aware because I keep on doing meditation, right? And because of that, I'm able to actually tell for myself what specific habits am I doing that brings specific benefits to me, right? So I can tell that, for example, the meditation, it makes me more self-aware, it makes me more calm, makes me more able to look at everything in a third perspective view, like from a view from the outside and just looking at the whole situation and think impartial decisions. I'm able to be way more concentrate on things, and this is all coming just from me meditating. And because I'm meditating and I'm more self-aware, the self-awareness makes me able to do that for every habit that I have and that I regularly do in my life every day. So you can see how, for example, meditation has a really great effect on yourself, but you can't really develop that if you don't do meditation, or if you only done meditation for like 3 weeks and now you're starting to drop and don't do it every day, right? It's been, I don't count months for that for that habit, but I think it's like more than 10 months that I'm actually doing it. I'm not doing it every day, but I'm trying to do it at least like a 5 minutes every day, and it's really important, right? You can see that just because my mind is programmed to do that, right? I'm doing it every day in my night routine. It's really important for me, and I'm actually sticking to it. But it's important for you to actually also be consistent with yours. You implement things, it's okay to prepare yourself to do these things, but you have to actually accomplish them, right? It's not because if you start to implement things and say you're doing this at this hours, but you don't do it, first of all, you don't have self-respect because you're telling yourself that you will do it, and you're not even having enough self-respect to actually respect what you're saying. You're saying, I will do it at 8, but you go and do it at 10. You're not even respecting what you said. So if you can't even respect what you're saying, why should other people respect you, right? That's the principle of self-respect. So before other people can actually respect you, you have to first respect yourself and respect what you're saying. And once you have this kind of respect for yourself, others will respect you. That's the same thing with love, right? You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself first. So in order for you to find someone to marry, to do family with them, or just fuck them, I don't know, right? You have to first love yourself, and the moment that you start having big self-love, now you're able to actually love others. But these days, I see many people, what they do is they don't even love themselves, but they think that by finding someone, they will fix themselves. And that's so bad of a way to think, and only brings more problems inside a couple that could have worked if both of the people were actually loving themselves, right? But nowadays, what happens is that people don't really love themselves and try to love themselves throughout a relationship with another people that doesn't love himself. So what happens is that there's only people that doesn't love themselves, and that causes problem to others, right? And in self-respect, it's the same thing. As I mentioned, if you don't respect yourself, others won't respect you. Because why would they respect you if you, that is always with yourself, is not even respecting you? So it's kind of giving the vibe of you not even being worth of respect. And you don't want that, right? I actually want something better for you. And you know what? As you will grow, right? I expect of you to actually do this for many years. You will grow. Maybe you're 17 right now, and you will grow to maybe 19, 20, 21, right? You can imagine that your needs will change, right? Maybe that you will get more active, so now you're doing even more sports, so you don't need to go to gym anymore. But instead, you need more stretching, because now that you're constantly moving, constantly outside spending energy, you need to actually stretch yourself more and do more exercises. So this, you see that you removed gym, but you implemented another thing, stretching and things like that, and more sports. Your life will change, and so your needs. So you need to actually adjust your routine. And if I can give you an example for myself, before I was doing meditation at the start of the day, it was important for me, and it was creating a vibe of me being calm at the start of the day, and actually being able to concentrate, focus 100% on the task. But what happened is that I realized throughout my months and months of meditation that meditation was calming me down. And when do I need to be calmed down? It's at the end of the day, but not when I just woke up. So what happened is that I changed this meditation. It took me like 3 to 4 months of me constantly doing it every morning to then think to myself, hey, why am I doing it at the start of the day and not at the end of the day when I'm supposed to go to bed? And so I'm supposed to actually be calm and self-aware and just laying down, relaxed, and going straight back to sleep. So that's what happened. I changed it, and now I feel way better in this new routine. So you can see in a direct live moment that I actually changed one of my habits because I felt it was easier. And this will happen to you too, but you have to first do the habit, right? You can't ask yourself, like tell yourself, oh, gym might be better later in the day if you're not at first going to the gym every day at, for example, 10, right? You can't say to yourself, hey, at 2 p.m. it will be better than 10 p.m. Then 10 a.m. if you're not even going to the gym at 10 a.m. every day. You have to first experience the routine over and over up until a point where you're so used to this routine that you can see where you're kind of lacking and where you can implement more things, maybe evolve the routine, right? So as you grow, your routine will grow with you, and this is important in your recovery, because in recovery you have already enough stress coming from the fact that you're trying to stop to fap. You need actually a guidance and structured routine to actually help you in this recovery, so that it removes a big part of the stress and you actually know what to do every day in order for you to quit this porn addiction. And that, take care of yourself.